Hello, everyone. So here we have three piles, and this is kind of like what advice does your spiritual team have for you, or your spirit guides? What do they want you to know? So we have obviously three piles, one, two, and three. Choose as few piles as you like, whatever really kind of like works for you. Timestamps will be down below for those who already know what they want, but those that need like a little extra time, I will start the little hourglass for a minute. Okay, everyone, see you in the next section. Hello, group one. So here we have for this reading is kind of along the lines of what advice does your spiritual team, because I like to think we have many of them, we have a team. Some of us, we really need a team, a few of us. So what does your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever you feel is kind of in your corner, what advice do they have for you? So anyway, so this could be also a timeless reading. So whenever you find this, it means like maybe there's something in it for you. So anyway, so let's start off with the first card, obviously. Okay, so here you have the Two of Swords. This card is about indecision, difficult decisions, weighing options, and avoidance. This card can represent facing a challenging, okay, we're going to start that over again. Facing a challenging decision, but you are unclear about which option to take. You must look at the pros and cons of each decision and then make a conscientious judgment. You may not be able to see the situation in its entirety yet. You might be lacking the information you need to make the right decision. This card also discusses about researching options, asking other people for help and their opinions. And it also can indicate that you may be avoiding making a choice. So you might know you need to make a choice on something, but you're kind of like sitting on it and you're kind of hoping that maybe the choice makes itself, or you need to do something, you're like, I'll deal with it tomorrow type of energies. So then we have in the second card, you have Ivy. And she represents finances. She says, trust things will open up for you. Opportunities are opening up for you. So that's really positive. And then this card represents the new moon. It says you need to have some calm in yourself or your life. You need to maybe like get that through meditating. New developments can be seen on the horizon. And it also represents the ideal situation for embarking on projects. So then over here you have 6, 1, and 4. You have yellow and pink. You have the Stone of Laugh. And then you have this little ruin here. He represents gifts, opportunities, love matches, partnerships, sacrifice, obligation, and karmatic unions. So then you have Capricorn. And Capricorn is an earth sign, and they represent being practical, realistic, reliable, hard workers, and cautious. So, and then you also have the month of July. So this kind of take this how anything it goes. It could be maybe something you started in July or whatever. Somebody you're dealing with birthdays in July or whatever. However that works for you. Maybe just doesn't even work for you at all. But take it however it goes for you. So anyway, so kind of throwing all this together, to me, it says that your spirit guides, your spiritual team, is it's kind of maybe you have been there's something going on, and you've maybe been sitting on the fence, not really want to make a decision, or you knew you have to do something or go a certain kind of path, but you're not entirely sure how to do it. Because sometimes switching gears, it's totally foreign to us. You know how you do things one way, and then all of a sudden sometimes you just don't feel like learning a new thing or learning how to do something new, because sometimes it's annoying. Let's call it for what it is. It's not always fun. Learning new stuff, sometimes it's like there's a lot of challenges, there's a lot of obstacles that we don't realize they're obstacles until we're doing it. You never know until you do. So, and then as you're doing it creates more having to do and figuring things out, and then eventually it gets easier, but then you wind up doing something new, and you're back at square one again. So this could be, you might have something going on in your life where you've been either avoiding switching gears or avoiding making a decision, because it could just be, I'm not saying you're lazy, but sometimes you just don't feel, don't have the emotional, mental, physical energy to embark on a new path or embark on a new way of doing something. Or even dealing with the ramifications of making a certain kind of decision. Sometimes you kind of get some like pushback from it, and you might sometimes you just don't want to deal with it. Like, I know sometimes I'm like, oh, not today, Satan, not today. So it could be kind of one of those situations. But with this finance card, this could also be about finances. Maybe you're kind of having some worries, or it could be finances. Sometimes that's tied to career. You might know that you're not really happy at your job, or it could be even with school. If you're a student, there might be a career that you're interested in, but maybe the finances for it or the job market is not maybe that great, or maybe it requires a lot more schooling, and then there's going to be like a financial like burden with that. So it could, however it works for you. But this is saying that this fairy here, she is saying trust your spirit guides. Your spirit guides are trying to say, like, things are going to open up. They're going to help you figure it out. So this is saying, kind of as far as the finances things, trust that it's going to somehow work out to your favor. You're going to somehow manage to like trek through it, and opportunities are going to come up for you. So, and this card, it could be saying that maybe your like spirit guides are trying to communicate with you, but you might be so mentally blocked because you're stressed, or you're thinking about these decisions or the situation, that you're not really like kind of like in tune with your intuition. So they might be saying that if you take some time, because sometimes I always have like the greatest thoughts or ideas either when I'm peeing or I'm taking a shower. I don't know what it is. It's so ridiculous. And I always tell my friend, I'm like, oh, I had this great idea. I was peeing. I don't know. It just came to me. and it's not like I pee long. I pee a lot. So I'm like a super quick peer. Like, I got it down to a science now. I'm like in and out, But I don't know what it is, because I think at that moment I'm just like not focusing on anything, because it's like I'm not in the process of doing anything other than peeing, and then all of a sudden I have like this sheer brilliant idea, or I think I realized something, maybe I was doing it, I should do it in a different way. Like, it just comes to me, and that's those intuitive moments. And I really believe that my spiritual team has like a sense of humor, so maybe that's when they're like, you know what, we got a great idea, but we're gonna wait till she's sitting on the toilet to let her know, because I think my spiritual team has a sense of humor, I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, and that's fine, because I have a sense of humor too, and they're just trying to lighten things up for me. So it could just be that you need to meditate or go for a walk or do something that kind of relaxes you, even if it's something silly. Sit out in your garden, or you pot a plant or something, I don't know, or prune the plants or something, anything. Walk the dog, something that maybe kind of relaxes you, and just try to clear your head, because maybe a certain idea is going to like tap in. It's going to like swing in there real fast, and it's going to help you figure this out. This can also say that you don't have all the information yet. So it could be something, either you're waiting on information, and when you get that information, you're going to have to decide, or it could be something that maybe you need to like look into the finer details, look into that fine print a little bit yourself to help you make that decision. But something, there's something here. But this is saying, I like to think your spirit guides are reminding you to laugh, because my spirit guides are always reminding me to laugh and lighten up. So they're saying like, laugh, maybe take a moment, do something fun for yourself, and just get away. If this has really been stressing you out, just take some time, because it could be you're stressed out for no reason, and it's just going to work out the way it works out anyway. So, and the Capricorn energy here, they're all about being practical and realistic and hard workers and cautious. So it could be that this decision could be something that, you know, once you go onto that new path, you're going to have to kind of like, you know, sacrifice some things. You're going to have to really work at it. And that's what all this is saying, like, could be together, that maybe you're going to do it. You're going to be okay. Your spirit guides kind of have your back, but don't just take some time to laugh. Sometimes we just need like a moment to just have some laughter. Laughter is so powerful. And it helps you kind of get out of that mind space if you feel burdened. And this is all about opportunities too, and partnerships. And it could be also about sacrifices. So it could just be saying that, you know, with the hard work, you might be sacrificing some things a little bit, but you're going to get something from that. It's going to be beneficial to you. So, but it could also be about love matches and everything. This could be like about a love, you know, decision. Obviously, everything is different for everybody. So I'm not going to pretend like that you see this is love in your life or this is work or whatever. It kind of just, there's a theme, and then you kind of apply that to whatever is specifically going on for you. But yeah, so I think that what they're saying is you just have to trust in them, trust in yourself. Things are going to open up. Take time to maybe calm, meditate, or just take some time to kind of like de-stress, and somehow maybe you'll have through intuition, or it could be something that you can't do anything about it quite yet. You're waiting. So just maybe just take some time away from it before it really like kind of comes full circle or anything, you know. So yeah, so that's what I'm getting for that. But this is opportunities. You have like a lot of opportunities, things going here. So I think whatever this is, it could lead to better opportunities. It just might be a little bit of sacrifice and hard work getting there, but it's going to be well worth it. I really feel like you're going to wind up making the right decision. There might be some work to it, but you will actually reap some benefits of that in the future. So group 1, think of a question to ask the Magic 8 Ball. But first, we shall ask, what dish are your spirit guides saying will be with you with this decision, or now or today, tomorrow, whatever, whenever? What dish are your spirit guides recommending for you? Let's ask us. Let's find out. They are recommending the Fallen, the apple. So however that works for you, they're recommending an apple. And you know what, maybe because like apples kind of, you always think of, at least back in the day, I don't know now, imagery like the apple, like teachers always had like an apple, the kind of stereotypical teacher apple thing on their desk. So maybe this could be something to do with school for some of you. Or now, isn't it like apple season now? I think people go apple picking. Isn't that like now that they're like ready? I think. So maybe this could go be for, at least at this time, at least currently when this video is being recorded, maybe it's saying go apple picking. You know, take some time. If there's like an orchard near you or something, or if you have a tree in your backyard, go pick some apples or something. I don't know. Take it however it goes, but laugh along the way. So maybe that's, and let's ask what quote. Okay, so here you guys got right off the bat for this one. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. So there you go. Your little inspirational quote for that. Our obstacles are our opportunities in disguise. So this could be something where you're going to be facing some obstacles, as most decisions in new things bring. Nothing is always perfect. But that means there could be some opportunity in disguise somewhere along the way, because anytime you do something, you're learning. And as you learn, you put all that knowledge in a toolbox. I like to think of it as a knowledge toolbox, and you stick that stuff in the way, and eventually you might have to whip that knowledge out. So you're just learning, you're putting it all in a toolbox, your toolbox, and eventually you're going to use it. It's going to come up somewhere. So see it as, don't see it as an obstacle, see it as an opportunity. So we're going to take it as a positive little thing there. So, okay, group 1, let's see. What is the answer? Oh, mystical, magical, mighty 8 Ball. What is the answer to group 1's question? Replay hazy, try again. Okay, group 1, we got to really like focus in. Focus in. We got to get all that energy into the magic 8 ball. Okay, here we go. We're going to do it again. Okay. Oh, mystical, magical 8 ball. All like the mightiest 8 ball of all my 8 balls that were ever created in the universe. The most handsomely beautiful 8 ball ever. What is the answer to group 1's question? It says better not tell you now. He's got the sass. Okay. I like to think that he's not just being sassy. I like to think that he is saying something really fantastic is on its way and he doesn't want to ruin the surprise. So he's going to be like, I got a great surprise for you. This is the way I'm taking this, as a positive way. I have a surprise for you. I am not going to ruin it. You will see and you're going to be happy. That's what I like to think that he's saying. So group 1, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello, group 2. So here we are answering the question of kind of like, what advice does your spiritual team, your spirit guides, ancestors, whoever you envision them as to be, what advice do they have for you? So here we have the first card up is the 7 of Swords. So this card is about secret plans, abandoning ship, betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, theft, and trickery. This card can indicate sneaking around other people's backs. It could be like you might be the sneaky one or somebody's being sneaky to you. This is the card of sneakiness. So this card can also point out that you need to act strategically in a situation. Prioritize what is important and direct your focus and attention on the few tasks that will move you closer to your goals. It can also represent putting yourself first. So then we have the Wild Violet is saying, she's a card of romance. Pamper yourself and those you love. So she's probably like about like loving feelings, feeling romantic, or just having like love. I'm going to chalk it up to love, because not everybody kind of is like in a romantic thing. But so she can kind of be just love, romance, love, that type of vibe. Then we have this little turtle. He actually symbolizes November. Oh, this is so crazy. And you have the November thing here. I just realized that. Okay, so he's actually in this deck, it's like the card of like November. It's the moon of the turtle. And this one says slow down, stagnation, conclusions of situations, fear, self-control, rigidity in relationships, bureaucratic delays. And then you have the number 8, you have, what is this, black? You have the color black. You have the months June and November. You have the stone Inspire. Then this little guy here, this little ruin represents like homeland, ancestral property, family home, inheritance, and ancestor spirits. So that definitely like goes with the whole like spirit guides type of thing. And then we have, this is Jupiter, and Jupiter represents abundance, luck, and expansion. So putting all of this together, kind of like mushing it all together. Let's see. So obviously this could kind of go a few different ways. This could be that maybe there's things going on that you don't know about, that your spirit guides obviously know about, and you don't know about yet. And they are saying, what are they saying? Let me think. How do I want to say this? So this could be either you're being sneaky. Let's start with if you're being sneaky. If you're being the sneaky one, you're sneaking around. You're sneaking around other people's backs. Usually this card represents like you kind of hope that they're not going to find out type of thing. And with this turtle card here, if that's the case, I would say that they are recommending that you maybe slow down your sneaky ways, because it could lead to like some type of stagnation. or rigidity in relationships. Like it could kind of like wind up backfiring on you if you are the sneaky one, if you're the sneaky perpetrator. It could wind up kind of backfiring, I think, a little bit on you. But I think this could also be saying that if this is saying to you, let's say this is saying that you need to be more strategic, because I like to think, because I don't believe all the time everybody's a sneaky person. I like to think that to me, this card usually is like if somebody, because I'm not really like a sneaky person. Some people are very, what's the word? They're just, I forgot what the word is. They're, I don't know, they just like drama queens, but they just have like I can't remember. I can't think of the word right now. But anyway, some people are just like that. But I typically am not like that. So when I get this card, I don't really see it in that kind of way because I'm not like, not that I don't care, but I'm like not out to like be sticking it to somebody else. Like I don't really think that way. It just takes a lot more energy. So I'm kind of like more of like a whatever type of person. So typically for me, this would be saying for me what I would for myself, would be that you might need to be more strategic in a situation. There could be a situation kind of happening and you might need to figure out a better way around it. Like, for instance, let's just say if you want to get some kind of degree, right? Let's just say whatever. And you're in a position right now where you have to work a full-time job. Maybe you have children or you have the family or you have a lot of responsibilities. It could even just be, you're taking care of sick parents or something like, or you're taking care of somebody, or the school itself is too far for you to get to. So but you have the goal and you know what you want to do. So this is kind of saying, well, okay, you have these obstacles, but what other ways around them can you still achieve your goal? So this could be saying that maybe look at online schools or do it online. Do schools that are more flexible with because some schools are more flexible with their semesters. It's more like you have you have a period of time that you need to finish that semester in, but whether you do that semester within 3 months or 6 months, it doesn't matter as long as, if you do that one class within 3 months or 6 months, it doesn't matter as long as you have that semester done by the end goal. So this is saying there might be other options for you to help you achieve your goal, but you need to kind of be a little bit more strategic about the way you're planning it. This could also be in business. This could be in your career. Maybe you want to get a certain kind of position or something, and there's obstacles you see, but maybe there are other ways around it where, you're kind of cutting corners a little bit, but you're kind of achieving the end goal of what you've wanted. So this is saying, to me, I like to see this card more in that light. So it's saying you have to be more strategic. You need to prioritize like what really is important. Let's say if you're back in school or you're working or you have kids or you're having a new child or something, or you have buying a new house or something, you're bringing home a new dog or whatever, something's going to be changing where you have more responsibilities. Well, but you have a goal that you're trying to achieve. You need to kind of figure out a real clear structure of what you're going to do when, and figure out, well, what is the most important. So if something comes up today, but it's not as important as something else. Like, let's say, for instance, okay, let's like Aunt Tilly. Okay, let's just say you are super busy today, right? You have all these things that you have to do, and you have prioritizing. You have to, I don't know, go do something or whatever. There's something crazy to do, but Aunt Tilly wants to give you a call, but every time you're on the phone with Aunt Tilly, not that she's not important or she doesn't say anything important, because I'm sure she says everything that's important to her, but like some of it may not be as, some people just chat. Some people are just talkers, and you're going to be on the phone with her for 3 hours. Maybe try to schedule her during a time where you're shopping, like you're going to like Walmart or something shopping. You could kind of kill two birds with one stone. Talk about Aunt Tilly and her bridge club, or what is it, like the bingo club or bingo night, and how this person was trying to get you could talk to Aunt Tilly about bingo or whatever she's doing, little drama in her senior citizen community thing, but also then be shopping for the family, like figure out you need to get like paper towels and Clorox or whatever. You're you're being more strategic about the way you're going with things, because it sounds like you could potentially have a lot on your plate right now. So but this is saying, don't forget to pamper yourself. Pamper yourself, and those those you love as well, because it could just, like, you could be maybe like almost burning out a little bit. And this is saying inspire. I feel like inspire is always like, saying that you just be inspired, that, you're going to get there, you're going to figure it out. And I feel like, because with this here, it's about ancestral spirits and family home. This is both about family, really. So this could be something maybe with your family. Maybe something in the family is a little different, and you kind of have to figure things out, because this is about abundance and luck and expansion. So this could even be about, let's say your child is going off to school or something, and the tuition is very expensive, and you need to somehow figure out like how you're going to kind of afford it. Or maybe they're going soccer or something. Something's expensive. You got to figure out how you're going to put this one in soccer and put this one in basketball, and figure out who's getting who and whatever, it could just take it for however it resonates for your situation. So, but yeah, I think your spirit guides are saying that, like, you're going to figure it out. I think basically, to me, that's what it's saying, that you're going to somehow figure it out. You're going to make it work. Okay. So think of a question for the Magic 8 Ball. And first, let's see what your spirit guides, what dish are your spirit guides trying to tell you or recommend you? Okay, so your spirit guides are saying the white knight, which is milk. It could also be almond milk. However, whatever milk or oat milk, whatever milk you like, there you go. The spirit of milk will be with you. And then let's see about your little quote. Okay, we have failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. So I think this is saying that you might, if it's this, to me, going with all of this, it could be that you might have like a lot on your plate right now, but there is a way to go about to maybe cut corners, still achieve the same goal, but kind of loosen up some of the constrictions or the stress or the time. And it's saying don't be afraid to fail, or maybe it's something that you kind of like didn't quite get right in the past. It's saying it's just going to give it success, its flavor. It's going to add that little extra flavor to that dish. So yeah, so that's what I'm kind of getting with this. So, okay, so let's ask the almighty, all-knowing Magic 8 Ball. Let's see. Oh, mystical, magical 8 Ball. What is the question to group 2s? Or what is the answer? I always do that. What is the answer? Not the question. What is the answer to group 2's question? Most likely. So the 8 Ball has spoken. It has said most likely. So there you go, group 2. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Hello, group 3. So today, for your what advice does your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever you see, whoever you feel they are, what advice do they have for you? Okay, so to start off, we have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is about emotional fulfillment, joy, love, new relationships, compassion, and creativity. It says you are more receptive to creative opportunities, loving connections, and deep compassion for other living beings. Spiritual and emotional fulfillment. You could be feeling inspired to start a new project or hobby. New connections such as relationships, friendships, family, and romance. It could be a birth of a new idea or spark of inspiration. So then we have, for your second card, we have this little fairy. She's the source of magic. And she's about manifestation. You manifest through your thoughts, visualization. You manifest through your thoughts, visualization, feelings, and words. Through that, you create your own reality. What you focus on grows into manifestation. This is saying be careful of your thoughts, because what you think you kind of bring to you. So anyway, then you have the full moon. which is so funny because I just realized you have the full moon here and then you have the full moon here. That's been happening a lot recently. So anyway, so you have the full moon, and this is about fertility, intuition, prophetic dreams, dispelling of problems, and elimination of obstacles. It could be also about like finance and earnings. So over here you have 554. You have the color gray. You have the symbol for the full moon, which is about results, forgiveness, and gratitude. And then you have the new moon here, which is about clean slates, potential, and dreams. You have the month of February. You have the little trust stone. And then this little guy. So, okay, this little guy. Okay, so, okay, here we go. He's kind of represents misfortune, damage, shock, short-term distress followed by long-term rewards, powerful natural forces, evolution, regeneration, and cosmic union. So that whole thing with, I like to think it, the short-term distress followed by long-term rewards is like what I think, is important, part of the importance of what that he represents. So it's funny because the full moon and new moon could really be about like cycles completing, So anyway, so here we go. Let's start kind of mush everything together. So you could be kind of having, right now, you could be having like a happy phase. Or your spirit guides, because this card represents being more receptive, more intuitive to creative opportunities and connections and just other living beings and being inspired. So it really could be, or this spark of inspiration as far as new ideas. So it could be like your spirit guides are kind of like trying to like give you signs about maybe there's something new that you should be trying, and they're trying to maybe communicate with you in a way through that. So maybe take time, because sometimes I know like with me when my mind is like completely clear and I'm not thinking of anything, I have like brilliant ideas. Well, at least I think they're brilliant. Sometimes they're really stupid, but to me at that moment they're like a genius idea. So it could just be, you might want to take some time if you're able to do something where you're just kind of clear-headed a little bit, so you could be downloading or in tune with what your spirit guides are trying to maybe let you know. They're trying to like give you some info, and you gotta want to be clear and open to receive that. So with her, she's about manifestation through your thoughts, visualizations, and feelings, and creating your own reality. So this is like a really nice reading. I think your spirit guides are trying to tell you, to me, this is saying that, you got good things going on. You got good things coming to you as well. So you might have a new idea. You might be figuring out something new, or you have like something you want to do. And it's saying that, you keep putting out that energy, that positive energy for it. You're going to manifest it. Like if you put the work into it, you're going to get it back. So that's how it works. Like you don't just get something by not actually putting any energy into it or trying anything. It just doesn't come to you. You have to actually put the steps in to do that. So sometimes when it's a new beginning or a new project, you might not know how to fully create it or start it. But if you can see the first 3 steps ahead, and if you can plan for those few steps as far as like, okay, well, if I want to start this, I need to do initially X, Y, and Z. You can or A, B, and C, whatever you want to say, you'll eventually get to the X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? If you just do 3 steps ahead, you're going to manifest it. So I definitely think it's like something you might be, or they're trying to say, you know what, you have an idea, get started with it. You're going to manifest it, but you do need to kind of put in some of the work or the practical aspect of it. And it's saying trust. So you should trust yourself and trust like that you will achieve what you're trying to get. And the short-term distress for long-term goals could really be like, let's say if you're trying to learn something new, you might have to get some type of certification, or even if it's something silly that doesn't require certification. Sometimes when you're learning, the learning process, it's not always easy. There's always obstacles. Like if you want to start something, you don't know the full details until you're doing it. So it could be stressful. It could cause you distress or something, but it's saying that it will pay off in the long run, whatever it is. Maybe you're trying to learn how to bake like a fancy kind of cake or something, and they always make it look so easy on YouTube. And then when you actually be like, oh yeah, I could do that. And you do it and it's like a disaster, you know? It's almost like, I don't even know. Like you got to call somebody about it. Like you got to call like a hazmat team to come in and clean it up. It turns into like a real situation. So, but eventually you get to the point, if you keep doing it, you get better at it. So that could be that you might be distressed about this new idea a little bit, but you just keep doing it. You're going to manifest and you're going to get there. You're going to go from the new moon to the full moon. That's how I like to think of it, you know? So, and then, let me see. Where do we see? And this is all about fertility and intuition. So I really think that you have something new, an idea or something, or like that you're trying to maybe think about or doing. And your spirit guides are kind of, I feel like they're saying, do it. I think they say, I got your back. You can do it. Don't worry. You're going to maybe screw something up. It's okay. Just keep on doing it. Just keep doing it. You're going to get to where you want to go with it. I think that's what they're trying to say. This is a really nice reading right here, group 3. So that's, to me, that's all I really see here. Just trust in yourself. You're going to come full circle with the new moon and the full moon. And then, you know, so I think that's really good. And the month could just be something like maybe, I don't know, take it how it is. Maybe whatever this is, you'll have results in February. I don't know. Or something like, it could just take it however it is. Or maybe February is like your favorite month. And for you, that's like a sign, because I know certain things I like. And if I see it, I'm like, oh, it's a sign. It says kind of like that I'm on the right path. So maybe it has some kind of significance to you. So anyway, so start thinking of a question, group 3. We're going to ask the magic 8 ball. But first, we will find out what spirit is the dish does your spirit guides recommend for you for this situation or whatever, or just currently. Let's find out. Okay, spirit of the dish for group 3. I like to, when it comes, okay, that one is the one. Okay. The other duo, and I believe I think this one is fish and chips. Yes, this has the fish. So this is the fish and chips. So fish and chips, however that works for you, is your little dish. And then we'll see your inspiration quote. Okay, this is why. Here we go. It says, don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. So I really think that this is something that, it might be something new that you want to start. And this is saying, don't, you're going to have worries and concerns or whatever, but don't worry about that. Just trust in yourself. You got this, you know, keep on. You're going to figure it out. Even if it seems almost impossible, you take one step at a time and you're going to get to where you need to go. So I like that. So that's really nice. Follow your dreams. So there you go. So, okay, group 3, let's find out. Oh, mystical, magical 8 ball. What is the answer to group 3's question? And it says, without a doubt. So the 8 ball is saying, without a doubt, the 8 ball got your back. Okay, there you go, group 3. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.